But today, if we read, if we hear, if we notice the international media, there is virulent propaganda about Islam in the international media. Whether it be the international newspapers, the international magazines, the radio broadcast stations, the international TV channels, the international satellite channels, we find in the international media, they are spreading many misconceptions about Islam. There is virulent propaganda about Islam. And according to an article which came in the Newsweek magazine on 16th of April, 1979, it says that in a span of 150 years, from 1800 to 1950, more than 60,000 books have been written against Islam. And if we calculate, if we divide the number of days and number of books written, more than one book was written against Islam every day. And after 9/11, that is 11th of September 2001, this has reached epidemic level. Every day, several books are written against Islam. If you want to get famous, if you write a book against Islam, the chances it will become a bestseller is high. And we notice that the international media, they use several strategies to spread these misconceptions about Islam. Number one is, they pick up the black sheep of the community and they portray as though they are exemplary Muslims. There are black sheep in every community. So what the media does, they pick up the black sheep amongst the Muslims. They are not actually practicing Muslims. They are namesake Muslims. They pick them up and they portray as though they are exemplary Muslims. If you want to know how good is the car, and if you put behind the steering wheel a person who does not know how to drive the car, and if he has an accident, if he bangs the car, who will you blame? Will you blame the car or the driver? Who will you blame? The car or the driver? But naturally the driver. If you want to know how good the car is, you have to analyze the specification. What is the fuel consumption of the car? What is the speed? What is the gear ratio? What are the safety measures? After analyzing these, then can you judge how good the car is. And if you want to really test drive the car, put behind the steering wheel a person who is an expert driver. And if you want to judge Islam, how good Islam is, and you really want to analyze an exemplary Muslim, the best example, it is our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Look at his seerah, analyze the history of the Prophet, and undoubtedly, you'll have to agree that this religion and the follower of this religion, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was the major benefactor for the spreading of peace.